Listen up, you. Are you truly sick of this crap? Are you genuinely done waking up every morning with that familiar, sickening knot in your gut, the one that tells you in no uncertain terms that today is just another exhausting replay of yesterday, another identical installment in your personal loop of hell? You feel it, don't you? That relentless, dull ache behind your eyes, a constant pressure that never quite lets up, a shadow that clings to your vision even when the room is bright. Your jaw, my friend, is perpetually clenched, tight as a vice, even when you are not actively thinking about it, those teeth grinding down in the darkness of your sleep, wearing away from the sheer, unspoken weight of your daily anxieties and fears. Your shoulders, they are practically welded up by your ears, hard as stone, carrying an invisible burden of worries you can no longer even fully name, a permanent shrug of resignation etched into your posture. You toss and turn at 3 a.m., every single damn night, staring wide-eyed at the ceiling, every shadow morphing into a monster, every thought a looming debt, every memory a bitter regret you cannot shake. Your mind races, a hamster on a relentless wheel, churning through all the ways you are failing, all the money problems that seem to multiply faster than you can ever earn, all the relationships that keep hitting the same predictable brick walls, all the nagging health issues that pop up like persistent weeds you cannot seem to spray away. You have tried everything, haven't you? Every self-help book promising a new dawn, every guru offering a path to enlightenment, every manifestation chant, every positive thinking affirmation, and still, here you are, stuck firmly in the same damn loop, a prisoner in your own life, confined by invisible bars. You are utterly tired of being broke, tired of the incessant drama that seems to follow you like a shadow, tired of feeling like you are perpetually falling behind, watching everyone else seemingly moving forward with effortless grace. This is not just a vague feeling. This is a profound, physical reality you are inhabiting, a low-grade hum of despair that has become your default setting, your constant background noise. It is in your bones, a deep marrow ache. It is in your muscles, a constant tension that never truly relaxes. It is in the shallow, constricted breaths you take, barely enough to sustain you. You are not just stressed, you are absolutely saturated with it, swimming in a vast sea of your own limitations, and you crave a way out, a real explanation that does not involve more empty promises, more vague spiritual platitudes, or more fluffy mumbo-jumbo. You want to understand what the hell is actually happening to you, deep down, in the very fabric of your being, in your cells, in your biology. You want to know why you are so utterly trapped, why your efforts consistently fail, and why the same painful patterns keep repeating themselves with such maddening predictability. You are ready for a brutal, honest truth, even if it hurts, because the pain of staying where you are is far worse than any truth could ever be. Now, let me cut through all the noise and give you the cold, hard, uncompromising truth. This is not bad luck, an arbitrary twist of fate designed to torment you. This is not some karmic punishment you magically deserved in a past life you cannot even remember. This is not some capricious, indifferent universe picking on you specifically, singling you out for suffering. Absolutely not. This is physics, pure and simple, a scientific truth as undeniable as gravity, a cold, hard reality that governs everything in existence, from the smallest, subatomic particle to the largest, most distant galaxy swirling in the cosmos. You, my friend, are a biological radio transmitter, a complex living antenna, constantly broadcasting a signal out into the universe, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whether you are consciously aware of it or not. And the universe, this vast, boundless, intelligent ocean of pure energy we scientists call the quantum vacuum or the universal field, is simply and relentlessly responding to your specific frequency. Think of it like this, because I am going to make this simple enough for a 6-year-old to understand, because sometimes the deepest truths are the most basic. You have a radio, right? If you tune that radio to a static-filled station, a channel full of hissing and crackling and interference, what do you hear? Exactly. You hear static. You do not miraculously hear the crystal-clear music you prefer, or the engaging talk show you enjoy, or the uplifting news broadcast. You hear nothing but interference, noise, a broken, garbled signal. Your life, your current reality, the relentless loop of suffering you find yourself in, is just the audible, tangible output of the frequency you are currently broadcasting. The quantum vacuum, the universal field, it does not care about your words. It does not speak English or Spanish or any human language for that matter. It does not respond to your desperate wishes, your heartfelt prayers, your elaborate vision boards, or your meticulously crafted affirmations that feel like lies. It speaks one language and one language only: vibration. It speaks frequency. It responds exclusively to the energetic signature you are constantly emitting, the deep, underlying hum of your very being, your dominant emotional state, your core beliefs about yourself and the world. If that hum, that dominant vibration, is rooted in fear, in lack, in chronic stress, in nagging anxiety, in anger, in resentment, or in self-doubt, then that is precisely what the universal field will resonate with. It will perfectly match your internal state with an external reality that flawlessly mirrors it back to you. It is not judging you, it is simply reflecting you. It is a perfect, unbiased mirror, showing you exactly what you are putting out. You are in a profound state of resonance with the very problems you are desperately trying to escape. Your tight jaw, your aching shoulders, your sleepless nights, your financial struggles, your broken relationships, your persistent health issues, these are not just unfortunate symptoms of your problems. They are, in fact, the very broadcast signal you are emitting, the constant energetic feedback loop that keeps you locked into those exact problems. They are the undeniable physical manifestation of your dominant frequency, the internal vibration you are constantly sending out into the universe, confirming your reality over and over again. If you truly want to change the song of your life, you have to fundamentally change the station. If you genuinely want a different reality, one of abundance and peace, you have to change your frequency. And you absolutely cannot do that if you are constantly acting as a victim, blaming external circumstances, blaming other people, blaming fate, for an internal broadcast that is entirely your own making, entirely within your control. So, if you are truly ready, deep in your bones, to stop being a passive victim of your own unconscious frequency, if you are ready to grasp the brutal mechanics of your reality and seize absolute control, then you need to subscribe to this channel right now. Hit that button. Do not just scroll past this. Make a conscious, energetic decision to reclaim your power over this invisible force that has been dictating your entire life. This is your chance to pull back the curtain, to see the intricate blueprint of your own suffering, and to fundamentally rewrite it. This is the precise moment you decide to break free from the invisible chains of vibration you have unknowingly forged around yourself. Do it now. Make that commitment. Now, let us get even more visceral, more aggressively real about why you stay stuck, why you keep repeating these patterns even when you know they lead to pain. Your body, your magnificent, complex biological machine, is not just merely affected by stress. It becomes profoundly addicted to it. I am talking about a genuine chemical addiction, as real and as potent as any street drug, as any nicotine craving, as any sugar dependency you have ever experienced. Every single time you feel fear or worry or anger or frustration or deep resentment, your adrenal glands, those tiny but mighty organs perched atop your kidneys, immediately pump out a powerful cocktail of stress hormones, primarily cortisol and adrenaline, but many others as well. These potent chemicals flood your entire system, giving you that familiar, intense fight or flight jolt, that sudden surge of energy, that heightened state of alert. Initially, eons ago, this was a vital survival mechanism, brilliantly designed to get you out of immediate physical danger, to enable you to outrun a predator or fight off an attacker. But in our modern world, there is no saber-toothed tiger lurking around the corner. There is just the relentless pressure of bills, the unending drama of bad relationships, the infuriating crawl of traffic, the constant demands of work, and the pervasive feeling of never having enough time or money. Your body, in its incredible adaptability, learns to cope. More accurately, it learns to crave that familiar cortisol hit, that rush of adrenaline. Your brain, in its constant quest for chemical balance and familiarity, for a sense of normalcy, starts to associate stress, chaos, and drama with a sense of being alive, a sense of purpose, even a perverse form of comfort. It actually gets comfortable, even dependent, in that anxious, agitated state. So, what happens, predictably, terrifyingly? Your subconscious mind, which is always tirelessly working to maintain its established chemical equilibrium, its known state, starts to manufacture drama. It actively seeks out situations, thoughts, and even people that will reliably trigger that familiar rush of stress hormones, that satisfying hit of cortisol it has grown accustomed to. That is why you argue with your partner about the same old, tired thing, knowing full well it will escalate into a screaming match, because the fight provides that rush. That is why you procrastinate on important tasks until the very last minute, intentionally creating an artificial crisis, because the pressure provides that hit. That is why you ruminate endlessly on past mistakes, replaying them over and over, or obsessively worry about future catastrophic scenarios, even when you know it serves absolutely no productive purpose, because the internal chaos provides that dose. You are literally, biologically, generating situations, thoughts, and emotions to get your fix. Your brain is a master chemist, a highly skilled pharmacist, and it is absolutely hooked on the misery you are producing, the chaos you are creating. It does not care if it is good for you, if it is productive, or if it is healthy. It just cares about getting its accustomed dose, maintaining its chemical balance. This is not some abstract spiritual concept, some vague psychological theory. This is cold, hard, undeniable biology. Your neural pathways are literally wired for suffering, reinforced every single day, every single hour, by the very chemicals you are producing and ingesting within your own body. You are unequivocally a cortisol junkie, and your external reality is simply, perfectly reflecting the internal drama your brain is orchestrating to keep you perpetually supplied with your drug of choice. This is why mere affirmations do not work, why positive thinking feels fake, empty, and unsustainable. Your internal chemistry, your actual physical addiction, is screaming a completely different story, broadcasting a far stronger, more dominant frequency of stress and lack. Until you consciously, intentionally, and rigorously break this chemical cycle, you are doomed to repeat the same painful patterns, drawing in the same experiences, because your body literally, physically needs that hit to feel normal. It is not your fault you got hooked. This is a primal, biological response. But it is absolutely your profound responsibility to break free, to reclaim your chemical sovereignty. Acknowledging this brutal truth, seeing the addiction for what it is the first, most powerful step, a crucial energetic declaration. So I need you to do something right now. Type this in the comments, loudly and clearly, and make it mean something, make it a true commitment. Comment, I am breaking the cycle. Let that physical act of typing, that conscious declaration, be your initial disruption to this self-perpetuating chemical loop. Declare your intention, not just to me, not to the universe, but most importantly to yourself, to your own addicted biochemistry. This is not about wishing. This is about deciding, about choosing, and that decision starts with a clear, unwavering statement of intent. So, you are probably thinking, great, I am a cortisol junkie living in a messy, chaotic mirror of my own messed up mind. What the hell do I actually do now? How do I genuinely change this ingrained, toxic frequency? How do I physically, biologically, and energetically break free from this relentless suffering loop that has held me captive for so long? The solution is not overly complex. It is not hidden in some secret ancient texts, but it demands radical action, visceral honesty, and unwavering commitment from you. It starts with intentionally changing your internal radio signal, consciously shifting your dominant vibration, your energetic signature. But here is the critical part: your internal signal, your frequency, is not just some ethereal, abstract thought floating in the ether. It is deeply and inextricably connected to your physical environment, the very space you inhabit, the walls you live within, the objects you touch every single day. Your home, your apartment, your physical dwelling place is not just merely a building. It is a three-dimensional, tangible mirror of your mind, a direct physical representation of your internal landscape, your current energetic state. Look around you right now. Really look with unflinching honesty. What do you truly see? Is it chaos, a jumble of things, clutter piled up in every corner, unfinished projects screaming for attention from dusty shelves? Is there stagnant energy, dust collecting on surfaces, broken items waiting indefinitely to be fixed or discarded, old things you no longer love or use? Every single object in your environment, every chair, every book, every shirt, every trinket carries an energetic signature, a tiny broadcast. Every piece of clutter, every towering pile of papers, every unworn garment jammed into your closet, every unaddressed repair, every broken item represents stagnant, blocked energy. It is a physical manifestation of unresolved issues, of indecision, of procrastination, and a profound lack of clear energetic flow within your own mind. If your outer world is chaotic, cluttered, and stale, then your inner world is absolutely, undeniably reflecting that exact same state. You cannot, for 1 second, expect a clear, powerful signal of abundance, peace, and vibrant health to emanate from a mind that is constantly bombarded by the energetic noise of its cluttered, disorganized surroundings. It is like trying to make a perfectly clear, high-definition phone call from the middle of a crowded, noisy room where hundreds of people are shouting at the top of their lungs. The signal simply gets distorted, fragmented, lost in the overwhelming static. The quantum vacuum, the universal field, it does not just respond to your fleeting thoughts or your conscious desires. It responds to your entire energetic field, your complete vibrational signature, and your physical environment is a massive, incredibly potent part of that field. Your home is not just where you sleep. It is a giant antenna, constantly broadcasting your internal state, your core beliefs, your dominant frequency, out to the universe. If it is full of junk, permeated by old, heavy energy, filled with things you do not love, do not use, or that bring you down, then it is broadcasting a powerful frequency of lack, of overwhelm, of stagnation, of being stuck. You cannot possibly manifest a clean, organized, prosperous, peaceful life if you are living in a physical representation of mental and emotional chaos. You are literally telling the universe, with every pile of crap you refuse to deal with every dust bunny under your bed, with every broken item you cling to, that you are not ready for more, that you are comfortable, even accustomed to, your current state of disarray and limitation. This is not some arbitrary rule or some new age fad. This is fundamental, brutal physics. Energy flows where attention goes, and if your physical space is constantly diverting your energy into managing clutter, into stepping around obstacles, into dealing with stagnant objects, then that is precisely where your frequency will be anchored, heavy and low. Breaking this painful cycle, shifting your frequency, requires a holistic, integrated approach, a comprehensive physical and energetic detoxification that absolutely must start with your immediate surroundings, the place you spend most of your time. You must, with intention and force, create an environment that actively supports and amplifies the new, higher frequency you want to broadcast. This is not about being a neat freak, about conforming to some aesthetic ideal. This is about creating an energetic container that is clear, that is vibrant, that is harmonious, and that is powerfully aligned with the prosperity, the peace, and the unlimited potential you claim to desire. This is about creating space for the new, literally and energetically, making room for the blessings you are about to attract. If you truly want the universe to send you something better, something bigger, something more aligned with your highest self, you absolutely need to show it, tangibly, physically, that you have room for it. You need to show it you are ready, willing, and able to receive it. And your cluttered, stagnant, chaotic home is, right now, screaming the exact opposite message into the quantum vacuum. So, you are probably thinking, great, I am a cortisol junkie living in a messy, chaotic mirror of my own messed up mind. What the hell do I actually do now? How do I genuinely change this ingrained, toxic frequency? How do I physically, biologically, and energetically break free from this relentless suffering loop that has held me captive for so long? I have created something for you, not some fluffy, feel-good book, not some vague, theoretical treatise, but a brutal, practical, step-by-step guide designed specifically to rewire your entire system, from your external environment to your internal chemistry. It is called the Frequency Guide, and it is the only truly practical tool you will ever need to decisively shift your internal radio signal and start attracting the reality you actually desire, not just wish for. This is not about dreaming. This is about doing. This is about conscious, aggressive action. The Frequency Guide is your personal blueprint for an energetic overhaul, a complete system reset that targets the absolute core of your problem, not just the frustrating symptoms. First, it teaches you how to systematically clean and ruthlessly clear your environment, transforming your home from a chaotic, stagnant mirror into a powerful, high-frequency antenna for prosperity, peace, and vibrant health. You will learn specific, actionable, step-by-step protocols to identify and remove stagnant energy, to declutter with surgical precision and clear intention, and to create a sacred, energetically vibrant space that physically supports your new, higher frequency. This is not just about tidying up. This is about dissolving the physical manifestations of your internal blocks, literally clearing the path for new energy. But that is not all. The frequency guide also fiercely arms you with powerful energy shielding techniques. You will learn how to consciously protect your personal energetic field, your vibrational bubble, from the low vibrations of others, from negative media bombardment, from toxic thought patterns, and from the constant, insidious onslaught of stress that tries to pull you back into the old, familiar loop. Think of it as building an impenetrable energetic fortress around your new, pure frequency, keeping it strong, stable, and untainted. And most importantly, the frequency guide gives you a daily reprogramming protocol. These are not weak affirmations you mumble in the mirror. These are precise, neuroenergetic practices designed to directly break your chemical addiction to cortisol, to literally rewire your brain and body away from the suffering of stress and towards a default state of calm, clarity, and immense creative power. You will learn how to consistently broadcast a new high vibration signal, consciously, intentionally, and powerfully, until it becomes your new default setting, your new chemical equilibrium, your new comfort zone. This is not magic. This is applied quantum physics and biology, distilled into direct, actionable steps you can implement today, right now. No more excuses. No more waiting for things to miraculously change on their own. The quantum vacuum, the universal field, it does not respond to waiting. It responds to decisive action, to your new, powerful vibration, to your unwavering commitment. So, if you are truly ready, if you are absolutely done with the suffering, the lack, the broken relationships, and the chronic stress that has defined your life, then you need the frequency guide. It is the only practical, biological, and energetic way to physically and permanently break free from the loop you're trapped in. This is your chance to reclaim your life, to reset your frequency, to finally step into the prosperity, the peace, and the power that is your absolute birthright. Do not let another day go by being a victim of your own unconscious broadcast. The link to get the frequency guide is in the description below and in the pinned comment. Click it